Hello, fellow drinkers at the Jolly Heretic, resident poet here, and a hello again to those of us joining from History Debunked. Now, without further ado, I hope most of you, or indeed all of you, caught last night's stream of the Jolly Heretic, where Ed's guest was Richard Gallagher, a psychiatrist who's an expert on demonic possession. A very entertaining and informative session, I think we can all agree. This evening, our Heretic session relates to demonic possession. Our guest's on the level he knows of the devil, an expert in his profession. So I'm sure all of us enjoyed that. Now, returning to the considerable backlog of poems that greets me after my return from abroad in foreign parts, I will now turn to a video that Ed released some weeks ago entitled, "Would You Have Been a Nazi in Nazi Germany?" A very provocative question, and certainly gave me food for thought. If I'd been born as a Kraut, in times of blitzkrieg and blackout, to the Third Reich, I'd say, on your bike, or would I? I could be in doubt. So as I say, food for thought there, and I'm sure a lot of people in the comments on Ed's YouTube video vented their feelings in a most fulsome fashion. Shortly after this, Ed did a stream on the recent Finnish election, which led to a change in their government. Our former PM, known as Sanna, acts in a very strange manner. She dances and spins, quite unlike Finns. In fact, she looked like a spanner. So all changed there in the corridors of power in Helsinki. Ed's guests later on that week comprise the Wamens Hour panel. I don't know whether you guys have seen that channel on YouTube. Fascinating output. Now, the panel included Poe the Person, Gagging Forlit, see what she did there, Birdie, and a lady called Cows. So, and here's my poem on their appearance. Tonight we will welcome girl power, the ladies who form Wamens Hour. Simps surely clamour for such unique glamour. Perhaps they should take a cold shower. Now, I'm sure there are a few people in the chat whose hormones got the better of them somewhat. Ed's next video was on how autistics are sometimes less logical than expected. We autists are sometimes illogical. The reason might be biological. At our superpower, normies should cower. To me, they are quite pathological. So I think that's enough of the backlog for now. And we will now turn to today's funny story. Now, today's funny story features Darren and his blonde lady wife, who we shall call Tracy. Both characters have featured in previous funny stories. So anyway, Tracy and Darren are at home, and they're sitting there one afternoon on the sofa. And Tracy says to Darren, "Here, can't you take a look at the bathroom door? It's stuck. It's terrible." And then Darren replies to his good lady wife, "Do I look like a carpenter?" And then a few minutes later, his wife says, "Here, can't you have a look at the toilet? It's leaking." And then the good husband replies to her, "Do I look like a plumber?" And then finally, Tracy says to Darren, "You know, there's a tile loose on the conservatory roof. It's dangerous. Can't you have a look at it?" And then Darren says, "Do I look like a tiler?" So after that little exchange, Darren goes off to the local boozer and has a few pints of Peroni or Stella, depending on his choice. And then a few hours later, he comes back and his wife Tracy says, "Here, all those problems, they're all fixed now. Mr. Adams next door, he did them. He did the bathroom door, he did the toilet, and he fixed that tile." And then Darren says to her, "Oh yeah, what did he want for that then?" "Well, actually, Darren," Tracy replied, "he said I could either make him a steak and kidney pie or sleep with him." And then Darren says, "Well, I hope you made him a decent pie then." And Tracy says, "Do I look like a baker?" So that was today's funny story. So that was just a roundup from me today of the Jolly Heretics output and that of History Debunked. If you did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see each other very soon. Goodbye.